sorceress Vanis Galerion has a message. Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I entered the Black Forge through a side door with the intention of destroying the great Shackle beyond. In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapons, including the Dark Anchors and the Great Shackle. With the Great Shackle destroyed, the threat of the Plane Meld should come to an end. No need to concern yourself. I'm sure I have this well in hand. I imagine I've already destroyed the Great Shackle, and even now we're celebrating our victory over the Lord of Brutality. Yes, I'm sure that's what has happened. You there, please. I need your assistance. What a ridiculous question. I am the Great Mage's essence of health. The Daedric captured Vanis. They plan to use him to power the Great Shackle. To prevent this, vampires feed upon this essence and weaken it. Kill the vampires and collect the energy they siphon from me. When Vanis Galerion was captured, he cast a spell that divided him into his 3 essential essences: health, stamina, and magicka. I am the Great Mage's health. Set each of these essences free, and we can make the Great Mage whole once more. While we are the essences of the Great Mage, we aren't the Great Mage himself. Not exactly. Separated into fragments such as this, we are weak, vulnerable. It wasn't long before we, too, were bound in magical chains. The Great Mage is a virtual... returned. Yes, I can sense its reinvigorating presence. I sense the time to reforge the essences of the Great Mage. The essence before you has been used to feed the slaves and keep them working. Talk to the slaves and convince them to release my energy so that I can break free. The slaves' taskmaster used a device to rip away my energy. The device can recover the energy. What can I tell you? Aren't you listening?
I hate this so-called existence.
Not a chance, dunghead. It was given to me. Go find your own.
Do what you must, but I'm keeping this energy. I hate this so-called existence. I think the more pertinent question is... I hate this.
Not a chance, dunghead.
Do what you must.
I saw it. Why? You don't look like a great mage? A great mage is the reason I'm in this godforsaken place.
I wish we could take longer. And what were you... Oh, and how will that help me?
Don't run off like that again, Alexis. Are we playing a game? Is this a new... Dear Alexis, why would I do such a thing? The energy... Oh, Alexis. You remembered how much I love bread?
I wish we could... And what were you... Oh, and how will that...
Escape. And how will that help? And this one is one.
I hate this so-called... hate this.
I wish we could take... And what will you... No.
Did you? The great mage himself. It's exquisite. But this has to... 4 seals contain the magic that binds me to this machine. While this essence is locked in place, Vanis divided himself to prevent them from using his considerable energy. They plan to use the... It is a larger... Bindings. They feel brittle, less powerful. Then these bindings can no longer hold me. Through the boiler tunnels waits the mighty guard. And vitality. Welcome. And now stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Ah, much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk. Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by myself. Yes, the Great Shackle. The time has come. The Great Shackle. Stay close and follow my every command. Taking down the Great Shackle, the primary conduit for the plane meld, requires precision and the careful application of destructive spells. As it so happens, I am a master of destructive spells. This won't be easy. Is there... What can I tell you that isn't obvious? The Great Shackle is the ultimate version of Molag Bal's Dark Anchors. A massive weapon, capable of completing the plane meld of its own accord. It would be a They wanted to use my energy to power the Shackle. That indicates to me that the Shackle utilizes some form of energy. I need to conserve my energy for dealing with the Shackle. So I leave the hacking and slashing up to you. We need to locate the source of energy that... I don't have an unlimited amount of power at my disposal, so you'll need to deal with these brutes. Remarkable. This could be what we're looking for. Very interesting. It appears to be similar to the cage I was imprisoned in at the Black Forge. Examine this pedestal and tell me what you make of it. No! What have you done? Oh, wait! You reversed the energy flow. Good work! Now go upstairs and find the other conduits.
Is someone out there? We could use a little help in here. Hello? Can you let me out of this cage, please? I appreciate the help, and I won't... I thought I would rot in that cage forever. What an excellent idea! You can count on my help. I'll go find Vanus and prepare myself for battle.
You there! Over here! Would you be so kind as to open this cage?
You have my thanks, friend.
Someone needs to pay for locking me away, and I need to bust some heads.
Let's move out! The great Shackle isn't going to destroy itself, you know!
Have at thee, vile Shackle. We're going to give you a damn good thrashing.
Defend me while I cast this extremely powerful and fantastically impressive spell! Keep them off me. I have to concentrate, and even the least distraction can be disastrous. With those creatures. Must I do everything on this mission?
Healer!
Electrifying to watch a master such as I while I work. I need more time. Don't let those creatures get past you. did it! The great Shackle has been shattered! The threat of the plane meld is no more!
Jolly good. And as soon as you deal with the Planar Vortex, everything will be right as rain.
What? Explain yourself, man. What planar vortex?
The Shackle formed a Planar Vortex, kind of like an Oblivion straw that will suck Nirn right through and into Coldharbour. Quite amazing how I knew that.
Enough! We can discuss this back in the Hollow City. I'll open a portal before this entire place collapses on top of us.
With Vanus and...
We have accomplished great things this day. My faith, was there ever any doubt? Between your skill, I would love to explore this lost city, but apparently we still have much to do. This planar vortex that Cadwell describes concerns me greatly. Let's head inside and formulate a new plan to deal with this danger. If what Cadwell says is true, our job isn't finished here. And I'm positive we got the Daedric Prince's attention at the Shackle. He won't be too happy about what we did to his toys. That means we need to hit him before he hits us. I need to consult with my colleagues in the Mages Guild. We need to gather whatever information we can on this planar vortex. I hate going into a situation. Let the mages inside know that I'll be joining them in a moment. I need to finish with Cadwell and the groundskeeper first. I don't know.
You must be the person who rescued all these people. We were part of Varnus Galerian's group before. Well, before everything fell apart. We appreciate everything you've done for us. The four of us, yes. There were many more, but, well... What? You've got to be kidding. I saw him being torn away. There's no way they'd let him live. You must have him mixed up with someone. There just isn't any way.
Ah, my old friend. I thought
You must be the
we'd
person
lost
who...
you.
What? It can't be!
So good to see you all again, my friends. I'm glad we all made it here safely.
Barney, you're alive. That's wonderful.
Ah, dear Nalia, my heart fills with delight at the sight of you. Yes, I am safe.
Where have you been, old friend? Trying to win the war all by yourself again?
Well, yes, but I ran into a bit of trouble. Our friend here showed up and lent me a hand.
Well then, you have our thanks. I'm not sure we could have gone on without Varnus.
Cheer up, dear Nalia. I'm here now. But our mission isn't finished. We have to destroy the planar vortex and end the plane meld.
Do you have a plan, old friend?
I know what we need to do. I'm just not sure how we go about doing it. We need to discuss this with the Fighters Guild. We need a council of war.
The pieces are almost all in, thanks to your efforts.
Life is returning to the city. Already, those you have rescued have found their way here. Do we have enough? Marching against this enemy at less than full strength would not be advised. Of course, victory is never guaranteed, no matter what the odds. Very well. If you feel that... Ah, look around you. See how the people brighten the streets with their very presence. It is good to have this place inhabited once again. King Dinah and Vanus have begun to rally the troops. They have caught... I sense other lights trapped in the darkness. They're exactly... You shall find the Ayleid King and the Mage inside the cathedral. They await your arrival. Once you enter the cathedral, the preparations for the final assault to save Nirn will begin.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault, but I wanted to wait until you arrived. Do you have any questions before we begin? We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the Planar Vortex. To reach the Vortex, we need to cross the chasm and get through whatever defenses the Dark Lord throws at us. I fear battle is inevitable. Well said, friend. Please, hold your questions until everyone who wants to has had an opportunity to speak. After that... Attention, please. I have called you all here because the moment of destiny fast approaches. The great Shackle has been destroyed, but not before a Planar Vortex was established. We must destroy this vortex before it sucks the very essences of Nirn into Coldharbour. The Fighters' Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders. But blades have little power against magic.
And that's where my mages come in. Our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures. and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan. Plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Bal's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic!
Ah, magic, the solution to all life's problems. I love magic, it's so magical.
I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength. There is no other option. Lives will be lost, but hopefully a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The Planar Vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel to certain destruction.
Well, when you put it that way, there are a lot of lovely ladies that need to be saved.
Yes, well, be that as it may. We launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the Planar Vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you. This mission needs a leader. I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already... I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to win this war. Still, with you leading the charge, we have an excellent chance to end the plane meld and save our world. With the combined forces of the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, we must take the battle to Molag Bal and reach the portal to the Planar Vortex. It all starts at the chasm. Scouts are already in place, gathering information ahead of your arrival. It is a narrow, well-defended span of rock, swarming.
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it, sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molag Bal, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall proceed with
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. Gunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it. By all means, do you want to know how many Daedric can dance on the head of a pin? How I managed to stay so cheerful even in the most perilous of circumstances? What's my favorite color? Ask away. Molag Bal, a large woman with wings, bit of a temper, guards the gatehouse. I hear that she's the daughter of Molag Bal, if you can believe that. He never struck me as a family man, but who am I to judge? It's my home, old chum. Has been for years. I know every wondrous nook and cranny. Beautiful place, full of fascinating creatures. Of course, they often try to kill you, but that's the challenge of it, isn't it?
Denthis, Dethys, you two guard the portal. Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be... I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedric portal. One Daedric portal closed, as promised. Now that's how to do it with style.
creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend.
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Molag Bal? Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit-down with Molag Bal. She's always good for a laugh and a song. From Grunda, rudeness, hostility, sarcasm, and most certainly a large amount of open hostility. I've no idea how she keeps house, but I imagine we'll find the usual Daedric touches that make Coldharbour feel so warm and inviting.
I can't wait to see Molag Grunda's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me.
There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. Of course, I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. It's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good tug, and that flywheel will be spinning in no time. impressive door. Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunder always had good taste. See, I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunder enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really.
Puny, ringless, mortal fools! I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! You killed my darling creature! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
Well, that was disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done! With Molag Bal defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control! While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts... While you were lollygagging, as soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach. Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts. Eager and confident. I like that. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know. I have my preparations to deal with, and you have yours. The first step is to make sure the ritual targets the correct creatures. Marking the vampires' lairs with their own blood will guarantee this. In the most expedient manner, then the vampire... In the most expedient...
Old Mary Grandeur. Old Mary Dominion.
cruel and distasteful chore the elf has tasked you with. Why are you subjecting my people to this danger? Do not do this. I implore you, my children are not evil.
Molag Bal is the enemy here, not my children.
Foul temptress! I'll hear no more of your lies!
Such a stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason. I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives. The ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. A most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Molag Bal's hold on my children. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting. This portion of the ritual is complete. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting. This portion of the ritual is complete. Come talk to me. I must explain your role in the next stage of the ritual. The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn to be free. The black blood flowing from the Harvest Heart binds my children to Molag Bal. But it also gives us a connection we can take advantage of. While I provide the power to destroy the Harvest Heart, you must sever the connection to Molag Bal. Find the Lord of Schemes, binding totems, and destroy them. They are spaced evenly around the Harvest Heart. As each totem breaks, my children will be separated from Molag Bal, and the energy protecting the Harvest Heart will falter.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed!
The Harvest Heart has been destroyed. My children are no longer slaves to Molag Bal. Most certainly. Thanks to your efforts, my children are free. They won't give you any more trouble. And...
Another successful mission. But we're not finished yet.
Thanks to you, the vamp...
Just the person I was looking for. King Dainar is rallying our forces near the Reaver Citadel. Yes, King Dainar and our forces are preparing to attack the Reaver Citadel. Molag Bal's not quite, but soon. It's the strangest sight. More shipwrecks than a shipyard, really. It was as if they... Other than a massive graveyard of ships of various designs spread across the valley to the east of here. No, I doubt it's an actual settlement. That's just what the architecture reminded me of. You know, it sounded very festive to me. Isn't that strange, in a place like this? What could any of these soul-shriven have to be happy about? Yes, King Dainar and it's Molag Bal. Not quite, but soon. Where is this? Other than a massive... No, I doubt it's an actual settlement. You know, it sounded very festive to me. Just the person I was looking for. Just the person... Yes, King Dainar and our forces.
Thanks to you, the vamp...
I appreciate it.
Just the person I was looking for. King Dainar is rallying our forces near the Reaver Citadel. Yes, King Dainar and our forces are preparing to attack the Reaver Citadel to the north. And on my way to find you, I noticed a strange shipyard to the east. It's Molag Bal's last sign of defense before we reach his inner sanctum, and it's certainly his most powerful. The Dremora station there have turned it into a heavily fortified city. Not quite, but soon. He's waiting for you and a few of the others to meet up with him. They're gathering on the land bridge just to the north. I'm gonna head in that direction as soon as we're done here.
Here comes the champions, just in time,
Mortals
as
are
always.
so amusing. I offer information, aid for your
We have come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. A Dremora army guards the walls of the Citadel, but there are those among us who recognize the city, who knew it well before it was pulled from Nirn. We can find a way inside and locate the Fighters Guild. Wards protect the hall, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out of the building. We know time is not on our side, but I will indulge you. Ask your questions. The wards are part of the defenses from an earlier era. The ward key, our ultimate, it starts. Members of our, even the strongest armor.
There's bound to be a way into that place. It's pretty imposing. I'd be lucky.
Ah, little mortal. While it might be entertaining to watch you bumble about the Citadel, I would much rather just see you get about your business. I'm sure that right to the point? How distressful. Oh, very well. You seek a way into the Citadel, one that won't attract any undue notice. As it happens, I know just the thing. If you follow the east wall, you'll find a breach that leads inside. Never look again.
I'll let the others know that you've got a way in.
The Old Fighters Guild Hall. It's near the main gate. Go! And so, the little mortal, once more into the breach. I believe the Ayleid King wants you to find a hidden key. Hurry. I think your friends have already made it into the sealed hall. How amusing. The little mortal suspects a trap. You are wise to fear the duplicity of Dremora, but I assure you that you are safe enough. Illusions hide this area from the kin. Just a little trick I recently picked up. Death, most likely. The kin that guard this citadel will try to kill you. It's generally what we do. The old hall you seek is near the main gate. If I were you, and most thankfully I am not, I would make my way there post-haste. Technically, I am helping you, not them. But this constant desire to know the why of things grows tiresome. I don't want to confuse you. Just know that I have a debt to settle. As long as helping you advances my goal, I will continue to do so. The look on your face. How precious. You are dismayed. Why should this truth upset you? You benefit from my assistance, just as I benefit from yours. Patience, little mortal, you shall see. Now off with you. Nothing will come of us standing here.
I knew you'd be able to deactivate the wards. The Fighters Guild troops have already begun our two-pronged attack. The fighters will draw the attention of the Dremora while you go to the upper city. For the mages to utilize their guild hall's portal, you need to...
I stepped out for a moment, dispatched.
coming through the gates again. We've got to stop them.
You did it again, my fearless friend! Well done! With the Dremora caught between my powerful mages and King Dinar's relentless fighters, they won't know which way to turn. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild will complete the conquest of the Citadel, but we need someone to storm the Pyramid stronghold and deal with the leader of this installation, Vulcanaz Ceres. That someone, my friend, is you. Your common vernacular aside, that is indeed the critical task. Vulcanaz Ceres has a key to the labyrinth. Eliminating the Vulcanaz and obtaining that key are critical components to our success here. Your curiosity knows no bounds. Very well. Part of Molag Bal's stronghold. It's a maze of tunnels that lead to the Endless Stair. No doubt the path is littered with traps and dangers, but we must push on. Cadwell tells us that the portal to the Planar Vortex awaits us at the Endless Stair. As far as I can tell, he's a trusted servant of Molag Bal. Not only does he command the forces of this citadel, but he also has access to the Dark Lord himself.
Tongues of Xarxes, what is that thing? Make it go away! Make it go away!
Only those of Daedric blood may enter the pyramid, little mortal. I told you that you'd need my help. A Daedric ritual locks this door, and only a willing offering of kin blood will open it. I am your key to Valkanaz Saris. You are my key to vengeance. That I cannot do, little mortal. If the Valkanaz is banished by my hand, I will lose honor and standing. If you kill him, however, I remain true to my word. And Saris abides in the darkness with my lost clan until Coldharbour allows him to return. My clan was destroyed, erased from this existence. And the hand that orchestrated that destruction was Valkanaz Saris. He thought my clan was a threat to his power. Whatever the right or wrong of it, Saris must pay for what he did. The way is open. Destroy Saris, painfully. He deserves one.
Jode's bones! What is that thing?
Was not in my hand. His end was my doing. You have been a most useful weapon, little mortal. Take the labyrinth key, with my thanks. Useful and earned the assistance I provided you. But I wouldn't recommend lingering in my territory, little mortal. I cannot vouch for the patience or control of my newly awakened kin.
I hope you brought the key. We're ready to make the final push, but we're finished if we can't get inside. How odd that the Dremora aided us against her kin in Molag Bal. She must have had a powerful... I hope you brought the... How off? Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the Planar Vortex and end the plane meld once and for all. Well done! Then we still have a chance. We sent in a small force to cause a distraction. They probably won't survive, but they should keep the enemy busy while we get the rest of our troops inside. We need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain. We want you to get in there and open the labyrinth before we send in the entire force and reveal our numbers. Hanan and Gabrielle can brief you on the battle plans for the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild strike teams that will follow.
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the labyrinth, we need you to close that portal. King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this.
Pakruti can see a lucky aura around you today. He is sure you will get something good. And all you need is a crate. You can purchase one from the store, and then we can begin. Until next time.
The Fighters Guild is ready. We're prepared to follow you into the very heart of Molag Bal's lair. We shall not... Of course. We've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a hindrance than a help. I wish you luck in there. Fight alongside you. That would be a true honor. And luck to you as well.
You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something... You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something important? Me neither. But this could come close to that. We stopped the plane meld and saved the people.
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle. A quest? How marvelous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity. Our weapons are... My sword is yours, my boon companion.
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? Very well. Come with... Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, Cadwell will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the Planar Vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the Planar Vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric
Unless we
prince.
survive, of course.
Then
But
open
how
the
likely is
labyrinth
that?
and lead us to the Planar Vortex. Our destiny is in your...
What is it?
Leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that? that vile portal of wrongdoing. I can feel it in my bones. It feels like evil. One last twist, old chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that? Another beautiful creature has fallen under Molag Bal's spell of evil. We must set her free.
Shall the forces of darkness be only used for evil? We stand by you, Shackle.
Victory! I'm gonna run out of room on my scabbard. Where will I mark my kills?
As soon as I sensed that you sealed Molag Bal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault.
That mage keeps popping up in the strangest place. That mage keeps...
Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Molag Bal's minions busy, you need to navigate the labyrinth and find the portal to the Planar Vortex. Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Molag Bal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go, and good luck. Don't lose hope, my friend. We're depending on you.
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows? You might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians.
But I...
on, we're almost there. A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. I hope the others are all right. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. There has to be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come! Find a way out of here. I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this.
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I've never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud! Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Far too many. Hanan was caught by surprise and wiped out, along with a large number of Fighters Guild soldiers. King Dinar's group was also ambushed, but he managed to fight his way out of it. Many were wounded, though. Time is running out. Thank Cadwell for that small favor. I'm not sure how he does it, but I think he's grown so attached to Coldharbour that he's actually become part of it. Unfortunately, he can only teleport one other person at a time, and it is a lengthy process. The portal that leads to the Planar Vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you.
Firewalkers, attack!
You have performed better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. The Planar Vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in Coldharbour. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not risk exposing my true nature to the Dark Prince. Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends. You must enter the Planar Vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and Coldharbour churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld, and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace.
must break these vile chains. My power is greater in this between place. The Dark Prince will need stronger chains than that to stop me. Come. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. Reality is a game, mortal. Learn to play, or resign yourself to becoming one of the pieces that is meant to be sacrificed. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanis Galerian's power should be feared. Chances? I don't believe in luck or fortune. We'll win this. No, we can't. But it's good to know your faith hasn't wavered. The same thing that happens to... No, we can't. Remember who you're talking to, Jim.
If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn, after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. It wasn't a... And I believe it too. You showed me that there was more to life than that dark forest. You gave me hope. For that, I'll fight at your side till this ends, one way or another. We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see... It's better to die fighting. I agree with you.
Did I hear that right? We're going to blow the vortex apart. That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive and hope for the best. I thought my brother Raynor's ideas were bad. I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People. Yes. Yes, I do. People. You better not let us...
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured...
I always wanted to see a Planar Vortex.
Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tell. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. So it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly.
Let me see what components I have left. I should be able to cobble something together to slow a giant monster down.
We have to hurry. Molag Bal knows
I grow weary of your games, Meridia.
Go, warriors of light. These dark chains must be broken.
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
Make sure these anchors are destroyed. You have to keep moving. Place the light and disrupt this vortex.
I'm sticking with her, my friend. Gabrielle and me, we've been through a lot. I'm not going to leave her alone.
No one else dies today. That's an order. Come on, let's go set the light in place.
The light approaches. It brightens the shadows. It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong. Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the flying approaches. He will consume the light. He will tear it apart. He will destroy it. He will destroy
Our Father has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
The light can destroy my plague elf. Your prince thinks I would allow this. She's more foolish than I thought. Oh, how sad. You were drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall destroy you. I shall enjoy watching a hero die. Most curious. This light powers you somehow. Meridia, where are you hiding?
Merely fetching those who would stand against you.
I tire of this game. Now you shall die.
Quickly, get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that easy? My minions will tear you apart.
Gabrielle! Focus all your energy into this! We can't let up!
I'm doing my best!
You deal with the crystal. We'll take care of our new guests.
found you!
Have no fear, beautiful Gabrielle. I have this under control.
You have to hurry! We can't hold it back much longer!
The light is ready. Quickly, release it.
No! You cannot do this! I cannot fail!
The vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. The vortex has been destroyed. I designed this place to be familiar and calming to you. It is a small pocket of oblivion, under my protection. No harm will come to you here. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle, I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be of great use to us. For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare yourself, and be ready when Oblivion calls.
My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Finally, I will be able to join them once more. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darian and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a beacon, and the last thing I will ever see. Darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nirn is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nirn from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nirn. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my way.
We will honor the Ayleid King for his sacrifice this day. We will honor everyone's sacrifice this day. I'm still trying to work that out myself. When you touched the light, you erupted in holy flame. We thought we had lost you, truth be told. I've never seen destruction like that before. Even Molag Bal reeled in pain from its touch. I don't know. Anyone not in the Vortex should have been protected from the blast. But I have no way to know if they survived the actual assault. Anyone inside besides us? We will honor the... I'm still trying... I don't know. As am I, my friend. As am I. Let's leave this place once and for all. May the companions we lost along the way find their own way home.
How many did we lose today? I can't even count. I fear going back home, seeing who survived and who didn't. It's all just so overwhelming. How can you ask me that after what we've been through? Darien, the king, so many injuries. I don't know. He wasn't here when we arrived. I didn't see him. When the light erupted, Vanis, Dinar, and I appeared here. No one else. Just us. I think Darien's gone.
The Planar Vortex.
The hour has arrived, Visage. The final confrontation with the god of schemes is at hand. The 5 companions gather in the harborage. Meet us there.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Your deeds have been nothing short of legendary. With the plane meld at an end, Tamriel may yet endure. Now the time has come to confront Molag Bal and reclaim your soul. You must lead the 5 companions into this final battle. We are all of us prepared to sacrifice our lives to see this through to the end. Our plan is to use the Amulet of Kings to invest you with the power to do battle with the Daedric Prince. No doubt the God of Schemes has rallied his most powerful servants to his side, but his arrogance has already proven to be his undoing. He may not even consider you a threat. We shall endeavor.
The time is at hand. Stop second-guessing yourself. Stop questioning your resolve. Just stand up and do it. This is it. The beginning of the blasted end. There's no point in pretending this isn't happening, or saying we're not ready. This challenge will not wait. Can you do what is necessary? There is always a choice. But you don't get to choose what is true. You only get to choose what you will do about it.
tastes alive in pain and suffering. This must be where Molag Bal torments those who displease him.
Is that Manamako?
You come to gloat at my torment, or is your appearance here a part of it? I am neither alive nor dead. I am trapped in a gout of ash and bile and swirling vapors. My ears are filled with the screams of 1,000 nails being drawn, and the pain. I am his plaything, and an abject lesson to others who would thwart him. My plan was flawless. My machinations were executed to perfection. I would have been a god, if not for you. Arrogant, presumptuous, egotistical twaddle. The bit of costume jewelry is nothing compared to the Master's power. I expect I'll be seeing you soon. My only joy for the rest of eternity will be hearing your tortured screams.
Manamako. He was a backstabbing hypocrite with delusions of godhood. The fool got precisely what he deserved.
Molag Bal is here. I can feel his presence, sense his foul breath upon the world. There. That place shall serve us well. Let us assemble and prepare the ritual.
What do you suppose this place was?
A temple of some kind. The Dark Anchors may have pulled it into Coldharbour. Perhaps it was created by the Daedra to mock the Divines.
What does it matter? We can't wait any longer. We must perform the ritual. Vestige, it is time for you to make your decision. Yes, this will be close enough, I think. Are you prepared? No one is more surprised than I. They are willing to sacrifice themselves to save the world, yet they will never hear a single word of thanks. A funny thing for a selfish man to say, isn't it? I've no idea. Speak. We've already been over this. The Amulet of Kings is a...
I see that look in your eye, Vestige. And I wonder, when you live each day as if it were your last, as I am. I once swore to protect my...
Position yourself over there, Vestige. And brace yourself.
Sai, I'll never forget you. And we'll finish this, I swear
I'm
it.
honored to make this sacrifice. When you think of me, I hope you remember me fondly and sing songs of this day while you toast to my memory.
History may not remember your sacrifice, but those present here will never forget it. Divines of Tamriel, with this vessel of your power, the Amulet of Kings, I call upon your strength. Let this noble sacrifice be a testament to our desire to set things right and restore balance to the Mundus. Your champion stands ready. Accept this offering and imbue...
Your continued meddling has reached an end. Hero of Tamriel. What is this foolishness? Has your tiny mortal mind snapped? Do you really think you can defeat me? The dark machinations of Oblivion are far more complex than anything your mortal senses can comprehend. Your anguish will be legendary, even in Oblivion. Still you fight on? Do you care nothing for your own existence? pathetic Daedric trinket can't defeat me. I am Molag Bal, Lord of Domination. What is this, infant? Do you think your toy can slay a god?
Come forward, Vestige. You are safe for now. Something precious to you has been riven from Stonefire's being. I have brought it here for you to reclaim.
I congratulate you, little insect. Your sting is formidable. You have bested me and released 1,000 times 1,000 souls back into the Mundus. For the moment, your world is spared. My grand scheme has only begun to unfold. Excellent. Your power shall prove useful in the coming conflicts. You've made a great and terrible enemy this day. Your world would have been better off if the plane meld had succeeded, had you bowed before me and accepted eternal servitude. I would have protected you. There are worse masters than I. Far worse.
You are but a phantom here in my domain, Stonefire. The mortal prophecies of the scrolls have been fulfilled. Leave this place and return to your pit.
You have a powerful ally. Did you know that she would bring you here? What future role has she to play in this grand cosmic farce, I wonder? Yeah, your meddling has already cost me too much. A cursed creature of light and flame. This farce no longer amuses me.
Your soul is restored. I can see its light within you. And you have saved your world from a great calamity. But know this, mortal. The forces of Oblivion are legion, and the God of Schemes is but a single player in a complex battle for supremacy. You have wounded him gravely. It will be some time before his power is restored. As your enemy fell, the one you call Abnor Tharn took Chim El Adabal and fled. He returns to the land from whence he came, the place you call Cyrodiil. The amulet's power has been expended for a generation or more. The Imperial will not be able to use it, nor will he profit from it, though he will spend many frustrated years in the attempt. The tear in the veil between Oblivion and Nirn has been repaired. Your world is safe for now. Gone forever, but their memory remains. I can see the light burning brightly behind your eyes. Your friend is a part of you now, just as the strength of the Divines burns like a flame within your renewed soul. Your story has only begun. Molag Bal still has plans for you. In many ways, these events played out to his advantage. And you have attracted the attention of the other Daedric princes as well. The war between mortal kingdoms is still ravaging your world, but your true enemies are not mortal. If you are to be prepared for the coming conflicts, you must fully comprehend what is at stake. You must live among those you make war upon. Indeed. When you return to Tamriel, go to the place you call the Harborage. My gift awaits you there. It will allow you to travel to other lands and hide your true nature from those who would see you as a foe. I have no more desire to keep you here than you had to remain in Coldharbour. I shall return you to your little den in the wild. Your surviving companions await you there. Are you prepared to leave?
The sense of the harborage filled the air. But what happened? How did we return? Lyris?
Not to worry, not to worry. Lyris is
there?
fit as a fiddle, and you all seem quite intact as well.
I'm here, sire. But where's Tharn?
He vanished. Ran off, I think. And he took the amulet you chaps found with it.
Bastard. Sai died for that amulet.
The amulet's power is expended for generations to come. It will be of no use to him now. Things feel different. Molag Bal's hold on my mind has been lifted. I am finally free of him.
You're not going to get all weepy with me, are you? I mean, I've got that stoic reputation to maintain.
My part in this story has ended, but yours has only begun. The world has been made right for now, but it is still wounded and in need of tending. I cannot say, but I do not think the scrolls have finished with me. Perhaps one day we shall meet again. If it is destined that we shall meet again, then destiny will find a way. For me, I think it's best that I should be forgotten by this world. Let me become a sad footnote in Tamriel's long history. I deserve nothing more. I have no more prophecies to impart. No more. His spirit has been dispersed into the Aetherius. He's not dead. Neither is he alive. His essence is outside the cycle of the Mundus. Tharn has undoubtedly begun the long journey back to Cyrodiil with his new prize. His deepest desire is to unite all the errant territories of the Empire, and I have no more prophecies to impart.
We did it. Tamriel will go on. But what a terrible price we had to pay. I'll bring the news of Sai's death to Kasura at the Abbey of Blades. Maybe I'll stay there for a while. Help rebuild. Grief doesn't change us. It reveals us. That's what my father always said. I'll mourn Sai in my own way. I loved him. I know that now. There's a big, deep hole of aching inside me. Even when I'm finished mourning him, it's not going to go away. I've never been able to sit still long. Eventually the road will call. But where I'll wind up? Who knows? Roads are for journeys, not destinations. Maybe we'll run into each other again. Have a drink. Maybe crack some skulls for old time's sake.
Don't toddle off just yet. Might I have a word? I take it you ran into Lady Meridia. Lovely woman, charming. We get on famously. While you lot were having yourselves an epic row, I gave her a shout, asked if she'd be willing to help us out if things went badly. The trick of it was the timing. With every blow to that Daedric windbag, you freed hundreds of souls. She was able to catch yours before it wandered off. Jolly good trick, that. This is delightful. World saved, heroes gone their separate ways, and this night has a new That did make sense, didn't it? This is delightful. I don't know that the world will ever see the like of Sai Sahan again. He was the embodiment of loyalty and discipline. Qualities that he tried to share, not by word, but by deed. You can make use of that. He's part of you now, you know? Our noble Redguard friend may have shuffled off this mortal coil, but his spirit will live on through you. That's all well and done then. There's just one bit of business left. It's you! Over here, quickly! I've got some... I'm positively chuffed things have gone so well. To be completely honest, I didn't think we had a ghost of a chance. But then, if we went up against overwhelming odds, we wouldn't be heroes, would we? Still itching for more adventure? Smashing. Have you ever wondered what would have happened if you'd woken up somewhere else? Washed up on a different beach? My new mistress provided me with the means to help you if you're up for the challenge. Touch Meridia's light and see the world through the eyes of your former enemies. But, fair warning, you will no longer be seen as a great champion. Even familiar faces will see you as a soulless drifter lost in an unfamiliar land. What say you?
I'm short on good help, and I could use someone capable. Someone like you. I'm short on good help, and A fisherman found you washed up on the beach. He brought you back to town. It's a miracle you survived. You're the one Holsgar pulled out of the water. I'm glad you're up. I could use your help. You've seen combat, and I need all the help I can get today. Villagers are scattered across the island. We need to warn them. We sighted a ship offshore. I've sent my troops to investigate. If it's the vanguard of an invasion, well, we'll need to evacuate. You'll find the people of Bleak Rock all across the island. It's an old dragon. Thank you, friend. I'll answer what I can. Posted to this backwater, you mean? I made a hasty decision. A bad call. Soldiers died. I learned my lesson. Now I don't act without proof. I took her job. You might have heard her yelling about that in the square. It's petty, but what can I do? Every time I've reached out to her, she's slapped my hand.